summer, the old lovely Marcus smelled like to do Stanford as well. Cat as where I found you, took it away on the Egel Festival. Almost swallowed the apple of the Absolutring Kata, was a Polaroid Sunanam Ratu. It felt like each single glass air was staring right at me. The reseller was this gaunt old man in a bed of cowboy hair, heading the avant-glance look, when I handed him a $20 bill. My first thought as I picked it up was, it was heavy, way too heavy for a plastic bouquet. It felt like a cat at for a solid layer incident. The first few shots were completely normal. It took a picture of my cat, Murka, sunbathing on the window sill, then on off the view from my apartment on Payne Street. The photos developed quickly, leaving that familiar chemical smell in the air as they dropped into my hand. Everything seemed perfectly fine under that evening. My girlfriend, Amelie, came over after her shift. She was sobbing, telling about so many ridiculous orders she had at the cafe where she worked. Her face was so full of joy, he just wanted to capture it. He raised the Polaroid and flickered the shutter. The photograph flickered with a quick tear. We both leaned in, watching the image slowly appear on the little white square. The locator on my face froze, then vanished completely. The picture was of Emily, but it was the Emily sitting across from me, smiling, in the photo. Her face was pale and gaunt. Her eyes were empty, staring into nothing. She was sitting in a wheelchair. And in the background, a little music the intersection just down the street to where that same reckless truth always goes through the red later. What is this? Emily whispered, pulling away from me. This is Stephanie, Larry. He tried to play it off. He said it must be a defective film party. Our coincidence, but he didn't slip away in that day. He just stared at that horrifying photo. The next morning, he went to that intersection. He just stood there for 3 solid hours until he saw it the same cricket. It came barreling towards the red ladder, heading straight for a young woman pushing a stroller. Without even thinking, he just ran. He shoved her out of the way. Barely diving clear of the wheels myself, my heart was pounding out of my chest. When I got back to my apartment, my hands were shaking so badly I could barely pick up the photo. The image had changed. Emily was still in the wheelchair, but now her face was just painted. It was twisted in sheer terror, and behind her, in the living room of our apartment, smoke was starting to curl from an electrical outlet. It wasn't a film defector. It was a warning. For Archers. I called my best friend, Mark. He showed up about 20 minutes later, smelling like a beer and whatever party he just left at. Without saying a word, he just pointed the camera at him and took a picture. The snapshot showed Maru, his face pale and utterly desperate. He was sitting on the edge of the workbench in my garage, with a bottle of pills to chat in his hand. Come on, dude. Mar logged nervously when he saw it. Had I saw a message of Photoshop, but he was still logged in. For the next 2 days, it didn't leave his figure. He took away his glossy. He dragged him to a therapist. He made him stay at my place. I was determined to stop whatever that picture was showing me. We got back to my apartment, and Mark went to take a shower. He collapsed onto the couch, feeling discranye. Hello, emptiness. The camera was sitting on the coffee table, and then it clicked. All be itself, a new snapshot slid like a venomous snake sticking. It was a picture of Maru. He was standing in my bathroom, his face a mask of horror. Then next to him, slumped on the floor, was Amelie. She was unconscious, and until bottling with bersih hair. He shot up in a blind panic and rushed to the bathroom. The door was locked. It rammed his shoulder against it until it splintered and burst open. Mark was standing under the shower, perfectly fine. He was just drying himself off. You okay? I asked, looking confused. Instrument budget. And in that moment I finally understood the rules of this twisted game. The camera didn't just show the future. It showed the Bintang Wars possible Bintang Future, and every single team it tried to change in. It just triggered a new, even more terrible scenario. It was a trap, a paradox, a downward spiral into an inevitable nightmare. It told Mark to laugh. He started a fight with Emily, just to push her away. He locked myself in my apartment, drew all the curtains together. He was terrified to even look at the camera, but he could feel its presence in room, like a heavy, celebrating, on the third day, he broke it. He had to know, had to see me on Indin. A ticket of the Polaroid, my heart was hammering against my ribs. He took a deep breath, stared at me on Hagar, terrific reflection in the mirror, and pressed the shutter. Care was all here. The film came out so artistic, almost reluctantly. He dropped to my knees and snatched it from the floor. The image developed with agonizing slowness. First he saw me on a yacht, he were filled with a kind of cosmic, indescribable horror that made me stomach churn. Then, the new whole face appeared. He was old, wrinkled, with streaks of grey hair. He was sitting in his very room, but he was surrounded by mountains of photography, dozens of them. As soon as snapshot of the spare my friends, my family, even strangers on the street. All the tragedies of had tried to prevent, and all the honesty had never even seen. Now in the hands of my older self was the same mirror. He was raising it to his face, about to take another picture. He was the eternal guardian of me only get married not dead, but not really alive either. A prisoner, trapped in a cage of moments he could never change. He slowly lifted my head and looked at the camera alien on the floor. Its lens started back up, man, he finally understood. This was PTN. It was just the beginning of my eternal duty to watch, to force, and to do nothing. Because the price of changing for was far too high. And now, with the entertained that chilled me to the bone, that it was about to pick up that camera, one could see that, and take the next snapshot. Thanks for watching. If this story stuck with you, make sure to like it, subscribe. And hit that notification bell so you don't miss what is coming next. Stay safe out there.